Hello YouTube. So we're back after a long time. We're not in the DAW today. Today we are in Rekordbox, and we are going to be making sure that you do not mess up your doubles. And if you don't play doubles, that you know how to properly analyze songs in Rekordbox. So first thing you're gonna do when you load your songs in, for sake of not showing anything or anyone else's music on here, so I don't get copyright stranded, we're just gonna use this little dash mark here. This is just a kick that I use to separate doubles and songs, just to keep my playlist organized. I just have a bunch of dashes. I just copy all and drag these in, and then I just use it to organize doubles. So I have a little spacer in between, so I don't get confused between like, is this and this a double, or is this, or this, just to keep myself organized. What you can do, drag them in. If you don't have automatic on, you can right click on it and you can click analyze track. But first thing you want to do is you want to go to your preferences. You want to go to your normal. Make sure that it is not on dynamic. So you don't want it on dynamic, or it'll try and change tempo mid-song and analyze weird. It may be good for different styles of music, but for bass music, or any EDM genre at all, house, dubstep, drum and bass, anything like that, you want it on normal so that you have a constant BPM. Unless you know that the song has tempo changes, but I can show you how to do those too. It's a little bit more complex, so we'll save that for the end of the video. Your range depends what you play. I play usually 140 to 150 and 175 for drum and bass because I do enjoy that on the side. Don't tell anyone I said that, but I usually keep it between 108 and 210. That just keeps it from going to 75, so that like sometimes if you drag in a song and like the intro is a little bit off with the drums, or however the drums do, it'll analyze the song as 75. And if you press beat sync while you're playing, it'll set the other song to 75 instead of 150. It won't double the like BPM. So a way you can do that is first let's take this song here and this song's already analyzed, but I kind of changed it and moved the grid off so that I can show you guys how to do it properly. So what you want to do is normally this is not always the case, but you can go up here, drag yourself all the way to the beginning, and see how we're lined up right on the first part of the audio. You can click this red button and says set the first beat of a bar to the current position. So this is setting beat 1.1. This is beat 1.1 here. So now this is set properly to the beginning, but it's a little bit off because see this 0.5 here? This 0.5, we don't want that there. That is going to mess up our grid when we get to our drop, because now it's off. See how much, see how far away it is from my actual drums? We don't like that. We don't want that there. So we're going to change it to 140 and then leave it at 140. Now everything's going to be lined up. See how now everything matches? Now everything matches. Nice. Super cool. So, yeah. So if it's in 75, so see what I just did there? So see how it's 70? So normally what you would do is you would just double it and set the other song to whatever the double of this is. So if it's 75, you're going to be at 150, 70, 140. What you can do is this double. It says double the BPM value. All it'll do is just double your grid, and then your song is still beat matched fine. So that's just the easiest way of doing it with other songs, or songs that are set as 75 or that it doesn't beat match properly. So you want to make sure that you have all of your songs in the same tempo range that you're playing. You don't want to accidentally make a mistake if you press beat sync on your thing. Also, no beat sync hating. Nobody cares but other DJs. So your crowd is what's important. Doesn't matter if you use beat sync or not. Nobody cares. I promise you, not a single person in the crowd will notice if you use beat sync. So, do I use it? No. But no hating on people who do. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. I'd rather you play good than like spend the whole set staring at the decks trying to beat match your song instead of having fun while playing. So that's just my take on it. But let's get into something more complex here. So let's say that you have a tempo change here. So let's say right here after this first drop, your song changes tempo. What you're going to do is you're going to go to where it starts to go off grid. You're going to find where the tempo changes. So like let's say here and then it slows down. This song doesn't. But for sake of argument, it does. So here you'll click make an adjustment from the current position. You'll click this and then you'll set the BPM after that. So you'll find out whatever the BPM change is. You'll set it to this, and then at this moment you'll see 140, 140, 140. Insert new BPM to whatever it changes to, and then after that it'll be beat match to whatever the tempo changes. So that is kind of how you do that. But that's all for today. Just want to keep it short, simple. I know I said a lot of extra stuff, but if there's any confusion, ask in the comments, and I will try my best to answer all those questions. Thank you guys. See you soon.